Assalamu alaikum, this is Dr. Wakas. Welcome back to another video. So this video is basically about how to plan your PLAB journey if you are in medical school, and if you are about to start your PLAB journey, and if you're looking for the guidance, what are the things that are needed to be done at the time so that you might be able to get a job in NHS. So this video is all about this. So to just give you an example, I'll be giving you my example, how I timed my career to do the PLAB and to get the job. I'll teach you everything step by step. Just bear with me. How I timed my things. So I'll start with my graduation. So first of all, I graduated in May 2022, and after my graduation, my house job was about to be start in June 2022. So I was planning for the PLAB pathway. So what I did, how I did, let me tell you about that. So in the May 2022, when I graduated, I have 2 months, June and July. So in the May, I booked for the OET, which is to be planned on August 2022. So I have 2 months, June and July. In these 2 months, I prepare for my OET. In August 2022, I passed my OET, which was valid for 2 years, like up till August 2024. So in these 2 years, I have to clear my PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 and get the registration. So that was my timeline. So first thing I did was, after graduation in May 2022, I booked the OET for August 2022. Because my house job was about to start in June 2022. So my house job started in June and July. I opted for an easy rotation, which is radiology. So I get the time in the evening to prepare for any exam. So in June and July, I studied for the OET. After the OET in August 2022, I got the result, I passed. So I have to book the PLAB 1. So I was looking and searching for the website, but there were no seats for PLAB 1. So I kept on waiting for 2 or 3 months. In December 2022, they released the seats for PLAB 1. So I booked my PLAB 1 seat in December 2022 for the August 2023. I have the option to book for the May as well, but because my house job was to end in June 2023, so I planned to give my PLAB 1 just after my house job, so that I have 1 or 2 months to prepare for PLAB 1. So I should have opted for an easy rotation for the first one and for the last one, but unfortunately it wasn't the case with me. So my last rotation was medicine. I started preparing for PLAB 1 in my medicine rotation, but it was very difficult for me because the medicine was a very hectic one. I still had 2 more months, like June and July, because my PLAB 1 was in August 2023. So in my last rotation of my house job, medicine, I started preparing but couldn't even prepare for it. But after the house job, which is June, July and August, in these months I prepared for my PLAB 1 very well, and in August 2023 I passed my PLAB 1. So after the PLAB 1, now I have to plan for PLAB 2, and I have to book the PLAB 2. I took some rest, I took some break, because of course you have to save some money, you have to plan different things in order to do the PLAB 2. So I didn't rush. So I didn't book the seat at once for the PLAB 2. I waited for a few time. So what I did is I booked my PLAB 2 in June 2024. I didn't rush the things, I took my time. So what I did during this time, so first thing is I prepared my bank statement, okay, for the 3 months. Then I have to apply for the visa. Then I looked for the clinical attachment. I booked for the ALS. So this is how I plan my things just after passing the PLAB 1, and this is what I want you to do. Okay, so I passed my PLAB 2 in June 2024. My PLAB 1 was in August 2023. So after passing the PLAB 1, of course I did my attachment, I did my ALS, then I applied for my GMC registration. So there is another thing here. So after giving my exam was in 21st June 2024. I still have 15 or 20 days in order to get my results of PLAB 2. So what I did is, during this time I applied for the EPIC verification and then applied for the good standing certificate, so that I don't have to wait after my results in order to apply for these things, then get the registration. So I managed my time like that. So after getting the results, I already have the EPIC verification and good standing certificate. I apply for the registration and I got the registration in 5 days. So after getting my registration, it was in June 2024, right? I started applying for the jobs in August, in the September and the October, 3 months. and luckily I got my job in November 2024. Okay, after November 2024, of course you have to apply for the skilled worker visa. You have to do multiple pre-employment checks including occupational health, DBS, blah blah. So in November I got the job. In December and in January I have to do all of these things all together, and luckily now today in the February I'm here and I am about to start my job in an NHS. So this was my timeline. Just to recall, my OET was in August 2022, my PLAB 1 was in August 2023, my PLAB 2 is in June 2024, and I got the job in November 2024. So this was my timeline regarding the PLAB. So what I want you to do, this video is basically for all the students who are still in the medical school or who are still planning to come here in the UK and planning to go for the PLAB. So if you want to go for the PLAB, the first thing is OET. Try to give the OET as soon as possible. So once you have given the OET, your OET will be, and inshallah you'll pass the OET. After passing the OET, your OET is valid for 2 years. So in these 2 years you have to give the PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 and clear this thing. Okay, for all the undergraduate students who are still in medical school, who are in 3rd year or 4th year and they're planning to go for the PLAB coming to the UK, my advice is you don't have to specifically prepare for anything. Like for the steps, most of the students start preparing early, like in the 3rd year and the 4th year. For the PLAB you don't have to do that. Okay, what you need to do is you need to make your CV. Okay, how you can make your CV? Try to get yourself involved in the researches. Okay, during your 3rd year 4th year medical school, try to get yourself involved in the researches. Try to publish some articles, publications. The third thing is clinical audit. Try to do some clinical audit as well. Okay, and apart from this, try to give some presentations so that you have sufficient IT skills as well. Okay, so regarding the PLAB journey, this was my timeline and this is how I would advise you to plan for it. Let me recall it. So after you graduated, after you have given your final prof, you got the results, you still have 2 or 3 months to start your house job. In that time, book OET. Just in the start of house job, give the OET, pass the OET. At the end of house job, give the PLAB 1. 6 months after that, go for PLAB 2. During these 6 months, what you need to do is you need to prepare bank statement for 3 months. Keep that in your mind. And before you PLAB 2, 3 months before that, you have to apply for the visa, UK visa. Okay, and during this duration, after passing the PLAB 2, there are 2 other things you need to do. You need to start applying for the clinical attachment. You need to start looking for the ALS dates. Okay, ALS, it's advanced life saving. It's a basically resuscitation course. Okay, and after the PLAB 2, what you need to do, after giving the exam, you still have 20 or 25 days in order to get the results of that exam. During that period, apply for good standing certificate and epic verification so that you don't have to wait. When you get the result, you can apply for the registration at that time. So this was all my career timeline and this is how I want you to go for the PLAB journey. In addition, there will be another video coming regarding what I did in these 3 months, how I applied, how I got the interview, what I did in the interview, how to actually apply for the NHS job. These things will be covered in another video. Just bear with me. Stay tuned my channel, like, subscribe and follow. Thank you so much for watching.